Good evening, good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Trading with Zell. In today's video, man, I want to go over a little bit of psychology of trading. I know it's a topic that could lose a lot of people and a lot of confusion, but the more you do it and put time into it, you learn what these concepts that I'm outlining and so many more if you just read and invest the time that's needed to do this thing properly. You'll come to find out that, man, it works wonders. Now, the first one I want to touch on is adapting, or having the ability to adapt. Now, I'm going to go a little bit into my background and try to sum it up fast and not go on a wild tangent or anything, but I started out with cryptocurrencies. I was so focused on watching crypto and only crypto that I didn't pay attention to the indices, Forex, anything like that. I was so focused on crypto, that's all I really knew. And you talk to anybody that knew me at that time, they'll tell you that's all I was preaching about, crypto. Now, as I grew in my understanding of things, I began to learn about NASDAQ and Forex and the proper procedures that you take when approaching the Forex or index markets, because they all have a pattern. And what that means to me today is if I'd have been rigid in my thinking, I would have never been able to adapt. Hence, I know I have this chart up right here. It just kind of shows you the level of, understanding I've came to grasp of the market. Hence, I really don't mess with Forex anymore. Because if I zoom out and look at some of this price action, I know if you knew it's going to go over your head, but just bear with me. When I did learn to pivot and go into Forex, I refused to pay attention to the dollar index, which is very, very detrimental to the pairs you trade, especially if you're trading like Euro USD, JPY, USD JPY, or CAD, or any of those pairs, pound, dollar. You have to pay attention to the dollar. And had I been rigid in my thinking and my ideas, I never would open up my mind to look at this and pay attention to it. And I will give the proper flowers to ICT, because a lot of this stuff, man, it just resonated with me and I ran with it. But okay, let's move on to the second point. Embracing pain. And what does that mean? In trading, it's a lot of growing pains, but it's also bigger pains that we deal with. And the main one is the pain of losing. I've come to realize that once you embrace that pain, it starts to lose its effect on you. It doesn't hurt you as much. You don't be down on yourself or talk negative to yourself like, oh, I lost, I'm a failure, I'm wrong. You don't do any of that. So when you take a loss, you learn to move on from it and build yourself up from it. Now the third one is to learn how to embrace uncertainty. Now, I probably said it numerous times in my other videos, but we can anticipate what the market is going to do, but we never truly fully know what it will do. And some people, the way their minds work, they have to be certain of what they're doing with anything before they jump in it. Now, saying trading, that could be a huge hindrance in your progress and your understanding of how these markets actually move and work. So learn to embrace uncertainty, learn to shoot the arrow, and understand that the air is still blowing in the air. You can't control the air. So when the air blows, it can change the direction of the arrow. But as long as you know you did everything right and you shot your shot properly, that's all you can wish for. Now the fourth thing, is I had to let go of the need of being right all the time. Now, I have an older video I made. I want to say it was the FOMC ones or the PM session. Now, I took a trade off camera that went against me. Now, in the past, this ties back to being adaptable. All these tie together. But in the past, when I took that loss, I would be so fixated on being right that when clearly the market was going up, I wanted to see it going down. Not because of anything I saw or some hunch. It's just because I wanted to be right. And I noticed once I let that go, I was actually able to see what the market was doing. And hence now if I take a loss and I feel like I'm off sides, it's not as hard as it was anymore to switch sides and get in tune with the market. Now the fifth thing, keeping your life and trading simple. Now, I know life is complicated, we got a lot going on and stuff, but to keep this one short and sweet, the less drama in our life that we have, and the simpler, I know that's not a word, but what's the word for it? If we can simplify our trading strategy / plan to keep it in very condensed steps, and we can follow that, it'll make this journey a whole lot easier. I mean, I can give you a quick example. Just me running around trying to do multiple things at once, trying to start a business, working a 9 to 5, doing music, trying to secure deals with people. It all kind of took away from me being able to hone my skills in this particular field. So one part of the psychological part is just try to keep things as simple as possible. I know life happens, kids, spouses, divorces, you lose loved ones, stuff like that. The best advice I can give when things like that happen, and it's okay to step away and take a break until you can recalibrate your mental. Now the sixth thing is learn from your mistakes. And that kind of ties into embracing pain and adapting, and also letting go of the need to be right. A lot of times I would make a mistake or a bad entry and I would beat down on myself and get angry at the markets. But once I was able to step back and calm down and come back to it and look at the charts, I could see what my flaws were. And a lot of times, for me specifically, I just wasn't following my strategy. So all the mistakes I made have taught me when I follow my strategy And when I see certain patterns happening within price action, from my past experience, it's best to just walk away and come back another day. Now, the final one is the deepest one, and this will show if it's really for you or not, is don't give up. Like, man, I really didn't see any success in this until probably real success until my 4th year. Yeah, I passed some phases of the FTMO challenges before. I had my Forex funds account before they had got shut down, and I was winning. And they went through that thing with the United States government where they had to shut down, and it was very discouraging, man. But through all that, I kept on pushing. So with that being said, yeah, you're not going to get it right. Some people learning curves, but most people, everybody's learning curve actually is different than everyone else's. So just because, Joe Smo or Joe Blow got it right within a year, and you're still struggling in your 2nd or 3rd year, doesn't mean it won't come for you. You just have to persevere and keep going. And basically just to recap everything I was talking about. Once again, don't give up. Learn to adapt. Embrace the pain that comes with the losses and being wrong. Embrace not being sure if this trade is going to go in your favor, is going to lose or not. Let go of the need to be right all the time. Whatever you can do to keep your life simple and your trading simple, do it. And always learn from your mistakes when you do make them. All right, man, this is Zell. Y'all enjoy the rest of the evening. Talk to you soon. Be safe.